Hello, everybody. Brian Engelman here with the New American Media. It is Mueller time, baby. Look what's happening. Wait, how do we do this? Aiming at this. Let's go ahead and go through what is happening now. The latest, the Mueller Report has dropped. Nothing new from what we heard last week, the week before, that there's going to be no collusion. There's going to be nothing regarding obstruction, collusion. Some of the highlights here. Report recounts 10 episodes involving Trump and questions of obstruction. The AG says that there are no crimes. Considered the president's frustration with the media when he was deciding this. Not conscious wrongdoing was another headline over here, that this was not a conscious wrongdoing. Full text of the question and answering available. White House lawyer refused to fire special counsel. He's asking me to do some crazy stuff. Detailed scenes of raging. This is the end of my presidency. I'm effed. Trump despaired after Mueller appointment. Watershed moment. Game over. Axelrod inviting impeachment probe. Allies, foes united in skepticism on redactions. Attorney says Cohen can fill in the bulk. Trump legal team visit Department of Justice twice to review it. Publishers hurry to cash in. Blah, blah, blah. So you can read it. It's on Drudge Report. 855 separate redactions. Read it. Mueller's called to testify. 12 secret criminal referrals, and the media have gone on meltdown. I want to go through some of the stuff on Twitter. By the way, make sure you're following us on Twitter. We're at American_media_. We're trying out some new technology, some new systems here. I think I think it'll be cool, but we're going to give it a shot real quick. All right. Let's see what's going on. President Trump on the Mueller Report. I'm having a good day. It was no. Well, here, let's just listen to President Trump. Ready?
And they're having a good day. I'm having a good day too. It was called No Collusion, No Obstruction.
No collusion, no obstruction. Not surprised.
There never was, by the way, and there never will be. And we do have to get to the bottom of these things, I will say. And this should never happen. I say this in front of my friends, wounded warriors, and I just call them warriors because we just shook hands and they look great.
Trump's
they look
ad-libs.
so good, so beautiful. But I say it in front of my friends, this should never happen to another president again. This hoax. It should never happen to another president again. Thank you. With us on stage today are the wounded.
Anyway, and that continues. So, the president is addressing this, and he's happy that it's over. And, honestly, shame on you guys. The for 2 years, we're just hook, line, and sinker on this without any proof. It's the same thing when cities burn, when there's an officer-involved shooting. You have to wait for details before you go completely off the deep end. Will the media companies who have been pushing this fake news, this conspiracy theory stuff, will they be taken to task? Will they be shadow banned? Will they be demonetized? Will they be deboosted? Will they be deplatformed? That's a question worth asking, because it's never been more obvious that so much has been made of so little. Anyway, Sarah Carter saying Mueller Report ends the witch hunt, but what's about to unfold is the real story. What will unfold is an investigation historians will consider one of the greatest political witch hunts in U.S. history. Yeah, I sure hope so. I hope we investigate the investigators. Red Nation Rise tweets, if Democrats want transparency, then let's be transparent. Release the Carter Page FISA application. Release Bruce Orr 302s. Release all the Gang of Eight information. If Democrats want the truth, let's get the whole truth. Bongino tweets, Trump legal team responds, Mueller Report is a total victory for the president. Yes, it is. Laura Ingram, anyone on any network who is claiming that AG Bill Barr was acting in any way unethically here has zero credibility on any legal or political matters. Hashtag never Trump frauds. Charlie Kirk says, real obstruction of justice. Hillary Clinton illegally smashing cell phones and computers with hammers while under subpoena. Bill Clinton meeting with Attorney General Loretta Lynch days before Hillary was cleared. James Comey leaking information while investigations were ongoing. Investigate. I like that one. This is all stuff. Make sure you're following us on Twitter at American_media_. Kellyanne Conway is responding to this. This is Michael M. Grinbaum says the New York Times will publish a 16-page special print section tomorrow, including summaries and highlights from the paper's annotations of the Mueller report. Kellyanne Conway says this should be a 16-page apology. I would agree. Here we go. We retweeted this. Remember, if Donald Trump wouldn't have won the election, I don't know. I don't even know how you say his name. Strazik, Page, Comey, Lynch, and Obama would have never been revealed for approving, funding, and supporting the fake dossier. None of this would be public, and the corruption would be ongoing. Could you imagine if the Clintons were handed the keys to this spy apparatus in the deep state and what they were doing, spying on their political opponent in an American campaign? You want to talk about collusion? You want to talk about voter fraud? How Bernie was screwed over by the superdelegates with the DNC with Donna Brazile? You want to talk about it? It's time to investigate the investigators. This almost happened. And if you don't think there's anything closer to a complete overthrow of a country, I don't know what else to tell you. It's all right in front of you what was happening here. How they were trying to keep one opponent out, and then once he got in, trying to take him out with a ridiculous story. Red Nation Rising saying the origin of the Trump investigation was when Obama ordered it. We want to see indictments. Obama, Hillary, Bill Clinton, the Clinton campaign, the DNC, Loretta Lynch, John Brennan, James Clapper, Jim Comey, Andrew McCabe, Strazik, Rice, Yates, all of them. Ingram says, but it's Hillary and company transparent and forthcoming when investigated? But is Hillary and company? If destroying thousands of emails and smashing BlackBerry devices is transparency, then yes. Bongino says, thoroughly enjoying the lunatic media, the hapless Democrats and the broken anti-Trumpers continue to flush the remnants of their destroyed reputations down the bowl by sticking to their hoax despite the exoneration of the president. Good luck, chumps. I think that's a pretty good one. The general claim here is that Trump had the audacity to defend himself. How dare he do such a thing? Just move on. Hashtag MAGA. Mark Lutchman says, AG Barr says, bottom line is no collusion. I say Democrats need to refund all taxpayers' money wasted on this fake investigation. Who agrees? Larry Elder says, poor Dems. Barr says the Mueller report found no collusion, conspiracy, or coordination, no interference with the probe, no claims of executive privilege. Barr saw no obstruction of justice because angry and frustrated Trump lacked corrupt intent. Back to calling real Donald Trump racist. Yeah, tried and true. Laura Ingram says Mueller's team didn't have the stomach to try to wage a legal fight over subpoenaing the president. If they thought Trump was a criminal, they would have fought for a face-to-face. Governor Huckabee says, after the release of the Mueller report, the attempted coup against real Donald Trump should be over with, but it won't because the Dems and media don't want the truth. They want political power and will shred the Constitution to grab it. Can't let these people steal our country. Anyway, and there's more of that. Dinesh. When the media left goes berserk, Republicans typically panic. I love the way Barr stays cool and methodically hits back with facts and logic. That's the way to deal with these dishonest creeps. Keep calm and whack them again. Molly tweets, bottom line, after nearly 2 years of investigation, thousands of subpoenas, hundreds of warrants, and witness interviews, confirmed Russian government-sponsored efforts to illegally interfere with the 2016 election, but did not find the Trump campaign or other Americans colluded in those schemes. Yeah, every government meddles in every government's election. You don't think the United States is directly responsible for putting, maybe a couple of people in charge of a country? And by a couple, I mean a lot. The fact that Russia wanted to participate in our elections and pick a candidate, select a horse to have, global relations with. I did not have global relations with that woman. Oh, how did that end? Every country meddles in every other country's business. Did they get into the voting machines and change votes? That's what I was always concerned with. Did that happen? No. Well, they bought Facebook ads. Oh, then I guess Hillary won. Like, it never made any... we got a report that Trump peed on someone, or a prostitute peed on a bed, or the prostitute peed on Trump in a bed in a hotel because Obama stayed there. Huh? What is the story? That's the story that you're going to... That is the story that you think has Trump blackmailed. He's not a Manchurian candidate. He's just completely compromised and blackmailed. And so now he's an asset of the Russian government because they didn't change votes? This story never made any sense to anybody paying attention. Donald Trump Jr. tweets, "I never thought I'd see the day that Democrats would be distraught and in tears that their president did not collude with the Russians. Just shows that they don't really care about America. They only care about power." MSNBC host labels President Trump a mobster. Chris Hayes, who was rude to us in Cleveland at the RNC, by the way, not a fan of his. "Mobsters act the way they do for a reason. It makes them hard to prosecute. That's the whole point." Okay. All right. Well then, yeah, Donald J. Trump saying the greatest political hoax of all time. Crimes were committed by crooked, dirty cops and the DNC and the Democrats. Ingram saying Bill Barr is exactly the man we need at the moment. No emotion, no spin, no hyperbole. A study in contrast with today's objective media. Mark Levin says now the media are pushing the House to consider impeaching the president. That this was all about politics after all. And since the Democrats control the House and the president was cleared via the criminal justice system, no collusion, no obstruction. Oh, here, let's watch this video, shall we?
I'm fighting back for the people of this. I do have the right to fight back. And I'm fighting back not for me. I'm fighting back for the people of this country. No collusion. There was no collusion. No collusion. No collusion. There is absolutely no collusion. There's no collusion. The fact is there is no collusion. No collusion. There's no collusion. This is a investigation where many, many millions of dollars has been spent. And there's no collusion.
This is a win for this president who, for now 2 years, has essentially been screaming there was no Russian collusion. He is backed up by Mueller.
Maybe every time he said no collusion, like more than 231 times so far, maybe every time he said no collusion, he was telling the truth.
This was an illegal takedown that failed. And hopefully somebody's going to look at the other side.
Yeah, it needs to happen. So we'll stop it for today. We'll keep looking for updates. We'll keep on top of the story, but you know, you can pretty much just say the story's done. And so am I for the moment. Follow us on Facebook. Facebook.com/TheNewAmericanMedia, on Instagram, Instagram.com/TheNewAmericanMedia, because the old American media has failed. I'm Brian Engelman, signing out from Los Angeles. We'll talk to you again soon. Take care. Peace.